Hey everyone, it's your old pal Zach again. I hope you've all been enjoying the Outpost Z arc, if you will. This part of the adventure has been really interesting and challenging for us in ways we really didn't even expect to be challenged in. Outpost Z isn't exactly a run-of-the-mill dungeon crawl, the sort of classic fare of tabletop RPGs, but it's exciting, if stressful at times. So coming up, the party is going to be working on a plan to take over an Azlanti ship. We're going to be gathering intel, formulating our action plan, and hoping we don't screw everything up. I think it's pretty amazing that tabletop started as basically fantasy-themed war games, and over time, the scope of what is possible within an RPG system has vastly expanded. But attempting crazy things like storming a castle, or infiltrating a lair, or breaking someone out of prison present their own unique challenges in a game that isn't truly too far removed from chess or even Battleship at a fundamental level. I mean, you're moving pieces on a grid and targeting attacks based on positioning. So how do you translate that into complex espionage? Well, you aren't limited by your imagination, but by the mechanics of not just the game, but your individual character. Turning the whole party invisible and marching straight through the front door sounds like an excellent plan. But what if no one can cast invisibility? You have to think creatively, working with your limitations or even around them somehow. And even the best laid plans can easily fall apart with one or two unfortunate dice rolls. So, let us know how we did, or even what you would have done instead. You guys can, of course, join the discussion over on our Discord. Oh, and one more thing. We are very pleased to announce that we have joined forces with our fellow rebels against the Azlanti Empire, Cosmic Crit, for our meetup at DragonCon. Join Emily, Adam, Josh, and Heath, along with Rebecca and Drew from Cosmic Crit, at 6 p.m. at Park Bar as they talk Starfinder, Aeon Throne, and Pathfinder 2E with our new friends. Okay, that's all I've got, folks. Enjoy episode 27, Supply and Pretend.
Good evening.
Hello. Hello, Strahd. We meet again.
Yes, welcome to my castle.
Welcome.
Yeah, Tim, you're running Curse of Strahd as well. Do your Strahd voice.
Oh.
The same thing.
on.
Say hello. Somebody was asking about it on Discord.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. That's a totally
No, that's
different-
got to be a Patreon thing.
Oh, come on. We don't have one of those yet.
Yeah. If you want to hear all of our different Strahd voices, you
We
need to pay us $5 a month to hear
There are
one
three
time.
of us with Strahd voices for sure.
Do y'all follow Strahd on Twitter? If you don't, you should. It's funny.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a Strahd on Twitter.
There's
Yeah.
like a character for like every character in.
I mean, it makes sense.
Strahd's funny though. I would enjoy it.
I don't miss Twitter, but that was one of the interesting things about Twitter was that there was the whole cast of Ravenloft. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
I
People
don't
just-
think you'll find Talmarin on Twitter.
probably not. I don't
Yes.
think. I don't think so.
Or Hashcheer.
We're not there yet.
Yes.
This
But
this
you
magnificent.
guys, this could be a true Patreon goal. We will make Weldy Twitter account. We will make
Dude,
Hashcheer.
That's it.
don't promise these people things that
All we
we have
need
no
is a
intention
Weldy.
of following up on.
That's
All right, but we have a lot to do this evening. So we don't have time for icebreakers. We don't have time for catching up with you guys. I don't care
It's your fault.
what you've been going
rude.
on. We have things to do.
I won the Nobel Prize. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, you should have won the Nobel Prize last week when we had time to talk about it.
Fair enough.
This week, we don't. So,
It's so random.
all right. So you guys have some things to do. You have some stuff to figure out, correct?
Got some pirates to see.
Some pirates to see. So it turns out that Titanium Mike's little foray into the gambling might pay some extra dividends after all. So I assume
Other than we haven't brought this up yet, and you said you were going to and didn't. Because you said I made 100 credits. I made 900 credits.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a little better.
Just a lot better.
It's a smidge.
yeah.
It's not like 9 times as many or anything, but it's a lot.
So the truth is, I did my math wrong. I had been drinking a lot because we were just gambling. And so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to drink as we gamble the whole episode.
As you do.
As you do. And so my math skills, of course, depleted.
Suffered.
Yeah, they went down.
Yeah.
And I lost track because I forgot we upped the ante a couple times. And so the truth of the matter is that Mike won you guys 900 credits over instead of 100 over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Good job, Mike.
There you go.
I had
Good
faith in him
job,
all
man.
along.
There you go.
But right now, Hash is like, let's go. I've never felt better. Let's go to the market. And
All right, Grandpa, let's go.
and so he leads the way, and you see a couple space asparagus, or otherwise known as Dralix, try to give you the eye, but he just like flexes on them, and they like,
Oh, really?
yeah. They kind of like pull back, and he's like,
They don't want none of my boy Hash, huh?
No,
Ziva
man.
kind of shifts a little closer, like, okay, what's up? Okay.
Throwing his weight around.
All right,
Got
so
that
Hash kind of works you through the whole complex, through the marketplace, through the bazaar, and into the gambling hall, where the Glimshar pirates, as you now know them to be called, are in the corner, kind of glowing with their crystals, carrying on as spider pirates do, freaking out Zach and Oren at the same time with their weird, spindly, skittering enjoyment.
Yeah, you just... How many more fucking adjectives you got, dude? Come on. Like, just give me as many
scuttling,
creepy ones you got. Just get it out of the way.
Like tickling your
Spider.
back. Yeah. And so what do you guys want to do? Like, Hash is like, I'm here to translate. What would you like to ask?
Well, I think, Mike, you should certainly be the front runner in this particular engagement, don't you think?
Yeah. We've
We need
got
to
a
know if there's
rapport, as
anything-
it were.
Sorry, we need to know about the Azlanti shipping routes if we're going to actually intercept one of these things.
Well, and you can also ask them. Several other questions too. Now that you have a way to communicate, right?
Yep.
Hash says, "They speak in a very strange language. Forgive me in the translation, but they like to use the same words a lot. So this might get a little...
Oh, this is going to be fun. This
might
okay.
get a little strange, but anyways, do you have anything you would like to say to them?
Well, before we dive into this, all right, so just to get my game plan straight, we're trying to figure out the shipping plan, or the shipping routes, so we can get a transponder from a shipping ship. That's weird to say.
A shipping ship.
A shipping.
And if at all possible, in that, I would like to maybe say, in return for your assistance, all we really need is the transponder. So, of course, you would be welcome to anything else on the ship.
No, we have to. We promised that to Talmrin.
The supplies,
Yeah.
but not the ship itself.
No, the ship and this,
Oh, I apologize.
Don't be offering pirates things we can't be. Girl, come on.
Well, I mean, but they're so suave.
Hey, Emily. Let's let Mike handle this.
Okay. Okay.
Well, okay. But I'm saying, like, what else do I need to ask?
Well, what information do you guys want to know?
We need to know what's going on with the, like, where the Azlanti ships, like, again, their routes. We have to intercept one of their ships. We need to know where they're at, when they're going to be there. That's what we need to know. How many travel in a pack together? Do they go by themselves? Do they have security? What's the situation there? I mean, that's what I think the pirates would know, right? Like, more
Do
than
the supply ships themselves have
they're not,
any kind of
they're not going to be the
ordinance?
ones that we need to ask about, like, what's the security codes to get into Gulther and shit like that.
You should ask them any information that you want to ask them.
Yeah,
It's like unknown unknowns, man. I don't know what they know.
Right. So ask
doesn't
anyway.
hurt
And
to
if they
ask,
don't know,
right?
then they don't know.
Mike, go ahead and take this off. Which Hash has asked you what you would like to say to them. Like, you haven't actually said anything to him yet, so how do you want to start this conversation?
I kind of slap Hash Chair on the shoulder and bring him with me and, like, confidently walk up to him, like, giving him the finger guns and stuff. Like, hey, guys.
They brighten up and they reach one of their, like, hairy, spindly legs around your neck and kind of, like, pat you on the back, like, right on your spine, like, it gives you, like, chills, but you're with it. It just still, you can't help but just get, like, a little.
No, there's no being with that, dude.
You don't. Hey, let me live my life, all right? Yeah, but I jovially walk up and say to Hash Chair, it's like, you know why you're here, but introduce yourself to my friends here and tell them you haven't had a chance to formally meet, but I'm Titanium Mike. What are you fellas' names? I know we've had a good time with the gambling and all, but, you know, language barrier.
So the lead one kind of steps up to be the one to, like, talk, right? And rather than say Hashashir tells you this, we're just going to assume that from this point onward, right? And so the Glimshar pirate introduces himself as Bright Crackle Flicker Dim.
Yes.
Tight. That's a dope name.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Badass
Bright,
name.
bright, crackle, flicker dim. Yeah,
What?
like lights going on and off.
I call that as my DJ name.
Yo, this is DJ Bright, crackle, dim. What was
Yes.
it? Flicker dim.
Flicker dim.
Nailed it.
Yo, what up? On the ones and twos. Y'all give it up.
So,
All right, so what you got, Mike?
yeah, so I mean, like, he tells me his name and it's like, I told him to say I'm Titanium Mike, and I wanted to ask you fellas. You seem like the sort in the know, and then, like, I kind of, like, lower my voice a little bit, trying to imply like we're telling secrets now. You know, it's like, I was interested in finding out some specifics about Azlanti shipping routes.
It translates to why, where, why, where, what, why, where, what, why, what you want to know about where and why and what.
Jesus Christ. I say, well, I need to get me hands on a transponder code from one of these shipping ships.
Going to where? What ship that is going to this place that you want to know where it's going? Ship going to where you want to know. What is it that you want to know about this ship that's going to what place?
Okay. This is so grammatically incorrect.
Yeah.
What
Like
place?
a kid trying to lengthen his essay.
What place? What place?
Say it, Mike.
So we're looking for a ship that may be en route to Gulta? You familiar with Gulta?
Yes, and it like lights up like Gulta. It is a moon that is owned by the Azlanti noble Sardat Solan Ulivestra, who controls the prison on the moon of Gulta that is guarded by guards who serve the Azlanti noble Sardat Zolan Ulivestra. All Azlanti prisons are protected by a vanguard parapet because it is a starship specifically for guarding things such as prisons that might be on the moon of Gulta. The vanguard parapet has less shields on its forward side, but it has a heavy laser cannon on its forward side. It also has high explosive missile launcher on its forward side and a light particle beam that is on its turret, so it can also hit targets on its forward side. So it wishes enemy ships to target its forward side. It's not a very fast ship because it is guarding prisons, which requires it to stay near the prison, which is on Gulta, which is a moon that also has a Azlanti prison.
All right,
Oh my god.
I know that they repeated themselves a lot, but it's like I could gain less information as a result. However, as the pilot of this ship, I just want you guys to know that I did catch that I need to get behind whatever this ship is if we're going to fight it.
Well, you also caught that it knows the name Sardat Zolan Ulivestra.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Mike, what's next?
So at first, I like turn to like Zeno and Aaron, and I'm like, "You taking this down, right?"
I know.
And I say, "Oh, what? How?" Sorry, I'm like so perplexed by this thing. What's your relationship with the Sardat?
He is an Azlanti noble who is a member of the Imperial fleet, and also who owns the prison moon of Gulta, which is why he is an Azlanti noble.
Yes, I know.
Gulta is where Sardat... Shh! Let me tell you. Gulta is where Sardat Zolan Ulivestra keeps prisoners for the Imperial fleet, and also for himself, because he owns the moon, and thus can use it for multiple purposes, which is why he's a Sardat. Recently, he left the system to perform a military operation on Nikondas, which has a small colony that belongs to the Pact Worlds, because an Azlanti survey probe crashed upon Nikondas and sent back survey information that caused Sardat Zolan Ulivestra to perform a military operation on Nikondas. This military operation likely did not go well because foreign people are now in Azlanti space asking about Sardat Zolan Ulivestra.
That's a true statement, yes. Yeah, you are very perceptive, Mr. Spider.
You're quite an intuitive fella.
Seriously reminds me of like a character from Borderlands or something.
We need one of these guys to like just take around with us so we can just like remember
It's
everything.
Claptrap. It's a crystal spider claptrap. Is that what you're saying?
So
I mean, almost.
So look, I'll be frank with you fellas, because we're friends. Yes. We need to get in that moon prison, which is why I'm looking for the supply routes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I keep up with the schedules of local shipping because it's my profession, which is that of being a pirate, which as a pirate I'm in charge of keeping up with shipping schedules, so therefore I can pirate things that would get shipped.
No doubt, bro.
yeah, it's super tight.
Adam, I might have to step away, man. Like, I can't keep it together with this.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
Sweet
Like,
God.
I'm honestly, I'm in tears over here.
But I can tell you their local shipping schedules because you're the one that's looking for Sardat Zolan Ulivestra, and that's the reason why he's probably in bad shape, because he's a Sardat and you're looking for him, and you are foreigners who shouldn't be looking for Sardats on shipping routes, of which I know about because I'm a pirate and it's my job to know about shipping routes and other things.
Well, I came to the
What
perfect-
other things?
I
me
know how
fucking
to
do
rob
this,
ships
please.
because I'm a pirate ship
Mikhail,
person.
ask him. Oh God.
Josh is literally crying. He's like red
Like-
faced, like
Losing Josh.
Oh, he's dying.
I don't know why this is getting me so bad, but it's just...
Oh my god.
It's giving him the boozles. Does he think crackle, crackle, bright, shiny flicker man? Nailed it.
that was not his name at all.
No, that's
His
the one
nickname.
next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's his cousin.
right.
Does he think that the Sardat knows we're here?
I think that if the Sardat knew that you were here,
Fair.
that we wouldn't be talking because if we were talking about the Sardat and he knew that you were here, then his job would be to come to kill you. But it's my job to make sure that you. No, that's not right. It's my job. No, he doesn't know you're here.
So look, you fellas being pirates and all that, perhaps we could come to some kind of accord. We need to get our hands on a transponder code from one of these ships, and you guys happen to be pirates.
Well, because I'm a pirate and I know all of the shipping schedules as a matter of my profession, being a pirate, of course, it's my job to know shipping manifest and schedules. I can tell you that there is a cargo ship going to Gulta, which is a prison moon controlled by the Azlanti, specifically by Sardat Zolan Yulavestra, who is a Sardat.
Here we go again.
But there's a ship going there by the name of the Relic, which is passing close to Outpost Z, but will not stop at Outpost Z because has no reason to stop at Outpost Z. But it is a ship that is going to Gulta, which is a prison moon run by Sardat Zolan Yulavestra.
All right.
Cool.
Well, could you? This is my conversation, Captain. Thank you. Could you part or copy your that information of where I would find this ship and when? That's the specifics.
Yes, the ship will be passing through the Outpost Z space in 2 days, because that is how long it takes for them to get from their drift entry to here, which is on their way to Gulta, which I can give you the coordinates to Gulta as well, because I know that, because I'm a space pirate whose job and profession is to know all channels of space travel. If you want to intercept one, this would probably be a good one to intercept, because it is supplying supplies to Gulta, which is a prison moon owned by Sardat Zolan Yulavestra.
He's like constantly on the verge of just a negative feedback loop, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, Captain. Did you have another question?
Since he is so learned with all of these ships and schedules, does he know about what kind of security would be on this particular ship, the Relic? How many people can we expect to encounter?
Well, there will be Azlanti, because it is an Azlanti ship, and so therefore there will be Azlanti people protecting it, because it's their duty as Azlanti to protect all things Azlanti. So there will probably be some sort of resistance if you try to, just take it. But you could do it.
You can do it.
It's not exactly a quantifiable answer, but okay, sure. Thank you for your.
What about like a panic button or something? Like what happens if they radio out to everybody else and then
if they radio out to everybody else, then I think that you will probably be in deep trouble, because if they're radioing to everybody, they'll let everybody know that you're here, and therefore Sardat Zolan Yulavestra will know that you're here, and you will probably end up in Gulta, which is a prison moon, which is where they send people like you who mess with their plans.
So you being a pirate and being in charge of all the things that you are as a pirate, all your duties, do you have any way to jam them, to shut down their communications?
Raspberry jam.
Well, no, I will not do that, because I'm a pirate and I'm already on the radar as being a problem for the Azlanti. So I don't want to add any more problems to the Azlanti. But what I can tell you is that there are things that you can do to maybe convince the Azlanti that you are Azlanti, and that maybe you could bring them here to Outpost Z. But I will not help you with this, because I do not want to go to Gulta, which is a prison moon that's owned by Zolan Yulavestra. It was where they take all the people that have messed with the Azlanti, which of course are the ones that are flying the ship that you want to intercept.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Yulavestra?
I cannot.
Well, I appreciate everything. I think we've got a guy.
When can we play some more games? Because you're a good gamer, Vesk person, and because you're a Vesk, I did not think you would be a good gamer, but you have showed out that you're actually a pretty good gamer, and I had a lot of fun playing with you, because I did not expect a Vesk to be fun to play with, but you were fun to play with. Can we play some more games?
Absolutely, although I think we've got the more pressing matter of trying to get this transponder, which thank you for the information, but after we succeed at this, which I'm sure we can, we will absolutely play another round of... Could you tell me the name of the game we were gambling at?
We were playing 5 on 2 dice because the name of the game was 2 versus 5 dice. If you remember, you were rolling 2 dice and I was rolling 5 dice, and your 2 dice were going against my 5 dice, which were against the 2 dice that you were rolling that were 5 dice. And then you rolled 5 dice versus 2 dice, and then you won. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, look, again, it was nice to meet you blokes. We'll gamble once I've addressed the situation at hand. And,
okay, but I have something for you, Mike, because you're a friend. And, like, friends are those that we like, and we like you because you're a friend. And because you're a friend, there are some things that I want to give you, but only because you're a friend. And as a friend, these are some things that we give that our friends have. And so, thank you for being my friend. And for that, I will give you this thing. And he hands over a laser microphone and a minimal speed suspension augmentation, of which he says, I will perform this augmentation for you if you would like me to, because I have many legs and most of my legs can do many functions. And of those functions, augmentation is one of them. And I'm pretty good at augmentation, not great, but pretty good at augmentation. And I can put this augmentation into your body because we're friends. And because we're friends, I offer you this augmentation.
Let's do it.
Phil is beyond jealous.
Okay, Adam,
Yes,
not
yeah.
click, sparkle butt. Laser microphone and what else?
And a minimal speed suspension augmentation.
Cool.
So, well, yeah, but he's only offering to augment me.
Unless you defer it to Phil.
So anyways, to summarize, Bright, Crackle, Flicker, Dim has given you a timeline for an Azlanti supply ship that will be flying close to but not docking at Outpost Z, and suggesting that this would probably be the ideal ship for you to try to intercept. Also suggested sending a signal to them to try to convince them to dock at Outpost Z. What you guys have to do is decide as a group how you want to do that.
Okay.
Well, we still have the Bearzod transponder.
We don't want to be the Bearzod, though.
Right. If you remember, he said that it's strange. Many people have told you it's strange that the Sarda is doing this because there hasn't been a wide...
Nothing official. I gotcha.
So, a minimal speed suspension?
Yeah, it increases your movement speed by 10 feet.
Yeah.
Which would be amazing wearing this heavy-ass armor that reduces my speed down to 20 feet. That'd be awesome to have, but also would be cool for Mike because up close punchy boy.
And because also I've only got 30 feet speed. Giving me 40 would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
But 20... It's
20.
Is there any limits on augmentations that you can perform either by level?
One
or
augmentation
by
per
class
body
or
part.
Huh?
One augmentation per body part.
Wait, would that interfere with your jet boots then?
No, that's
No,
an
that's an
augmentation
armor
is like an
upgrade.
actual like cybernetic
Right.
augmentation
Oh,
as
okay.
opposed to an armor
Different
upgrade.
to a tech upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's deal with that later. Trust me on that. All right. The question that I have for you guys now is what's your plan when it comes to dealing with the relic?
Well, that's the rub, right? We're going to get the transponder from the ship so that we can make modifications to our ship to be able to convince Azlanti that we're Azlanti. But we have to convince them first in order to get it.
You have to do something to convince them to come to Outpost Z so you can dock and take over the ship. So they will dock and take over the ship.
Okay.
And that is the shipping route, people? The shipping
The relic is the supply ship, and you need to convince them to dock on Outpost Z so then you can storm them.
The name of the ship is the relic?
Correct.
Okay, that's not confusing,
I know.
at all.
I know. But it's italicized. You didn't hear it in my voice?
I misheard. I thought that was a bolding. I
don't know why I'm thinking that we're talking about like the rune drive was
I
involved
get it
in
because
this.
it's a relic. I understand. But
yeah.
the name of the supply ship is the relic.
Okay, got you. So, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know the first thing about what you have to do to get a spaceship to veer
what
off
could we
course.
do to make them land here?
So
like a
are we
distress
done
call,
talking?
or-
Because if we're done talking, then I want to keep drinking because I like to drink when I'm not talking, and if I'm not
We'll
talking,
see you later, man. Appreciate all the info. Thanks so much. All right. Have
bye.
a great day.
Yeah, so
What kind of drink do you enjoy?
No. Well, I like all the drinks, but my favorite drink is the one that makes me the most drunk, which I have understood is the drink of vodka, which seems to have a specific effect on Glimshar pirates. So we drink lots of vodka because it's our favorite drink because it makes us the most drunk.
It seems like it's working. Well, have fun with your drinking. We'll be off. Have a good evening. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Morning.
So-
Still morning.
We'll see you.
yeah.
Bye.
Sorry for my rude.
Just bye.
Yeah,
Just a simple bye.
Like it knows how to say goodbye. Just bye.
Since we're friends and they're quite rude, like I appreciate all the help, and I'll come back
Well,
to
we
you.
appreciate you because we're your friend, and because we're friends, we gave you the things that we gave you because that's what friends give friends. And because we're friends, we also gave you the information. And because we're also friends, you can always come play games with us because that's what friends do is they play games. Bye.
All right, we'll see you.
Hey, Hash, don't translate this, but hey, Mike, I really think I liked him better when we couldn't talk to him.
Oh, I don't know. I like them. Emily likes them.
Yeah, Josh likes them, but Phil's like, ugh.
Keep in mind that like all that is being translated through like light pulses on their crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Hash here going, we're your friends. We
like you.
Like Hashier's rolling his eyes the whole time, like, can I be done translating this? This should count as 2 of my my helping.
Not feeling so good
You're feeling
anymore
a lot
now,
better,
eh?
though, right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Well, all right. So as we get ready to leave this area, Emily's thought is that we send Hash out. I want to talk to the little fucking chicken mouse. And I'm scared that if we go first, we'll scare him away again. What do y'all think?
Okay. I'll let you guys discuss.
Why do you want to talk to it?
Because he's the only one that we didn't get any kind of information from.
He's got the good shit too. He's got like that like
He's got lots
cloaking
of boom boom.
technology and all
did
kinds of
have
stuff like
grenades.
that.
I mean, yeah, sure. Just don't be long about it. We got other shit to do.
Well, let's see. Zeno, Oren, you didn't have any kind of interaction with him last time.
That is correct.
No. No, I didn't.
Well, do you think that they will have any information?
Tough to say. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Information on what specifically?
How to get that ship to come here.
If maybe they've had some kind of run-in with the station before that we could replicate, that we would be more willing to or susceptible for falling for, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm on board.
Maybe we talk to your little girlfriend, yes?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
It wouldn't hurt, but I hate to lead a lady on, you know?
Gentlemen, I leave it to you. What is our next step? We still need a little bit of information, I think.
I mean, I think you got the right idea. Have Hash Chair talk to the chicken man. See if he can find out anything. I mean, the worst case scenario, he just doesn't find out anything useful.
Well, I'd be happy to go talk to him on my own. Is there particular questions you want me to ask? He is a very skittery kind of thing. I doubt he'll give us much information, but I'll be willing to do ask them questions.
If he's got any connection to maybe anyone on board the relic.
Well, I think that's probably unlikely. As was stated, this particular ship rarely docks on Outpost Z. I think that you're going to have to provide some sort of ruse to draw them here.
Of course.
Yeah, but like...
Well, Hash, you have been here for a bit, yes? Have you ever been here when they have docked? Or heard of anything, any reasons why the Azlanti would come here?
The Azlanti only come here when they have official business. Perhaps some sort of fake signal might be in work. It might be dangerous. Please don't put it on me if it fails, but you will have to draw them here for some reason. You could try a distress signal, but the Azlanti are not very compassionate.
Yes,
No,
we
it's
have...
a supply ship. It's got to be something like worth diverting course for.
Like something
Because they're going to be in
really
shit if they don't
Official-
get to Gulta. So it's got to be
official order, that's what...
This is why I think that a false message bringing them here as official business is your best bet.
Well, so our ship is reading as Azlanti. We could pretend one of us is some...
Your ship looks nothing like an Azlanti ship. I suggest not using that in any way. If you would like to project a signal, I have ways of tapping into the Outpost Z normal communications array.
Well, there we go.
That's perfect.
That's our end.
And,
It's just what to say. Like that's...
Yes, you will have to come
I
up
don't
with
know,
this,
man.
this message.
okay, well, we can think on that
Maybe
for
we
just a
could
hot
add...
second.
These merchants don't have a lot of dealings with Azlanti, though.
Yeah,
we know
not
that.
only that, but
like,
the chicken rat
there's-
is going to be paranoid by
Well,
nature.
Chicken
and
rat.
Azlanti,
There's-
like, don't come here specifically. Like, this is, like, the last, like,
Yeah.
Right.
And besides, John, there's
Yeah.
no way this like anxiety-ridden little creature is
Right,
gonna like have a
exactly.
relationship, a casual friendship with
No,
some fascists.
absolutely
You know what I
not.
mean? That's
Paranoid
not
by
happening.
nature.
Perhaps the captain, who's our most diplomatic party member, could pretend to be a high enough ranking Azlanti that they could command them to come here.
Absolutely.
Not with that accent, but
And remember that... remember, first of all, you have Ziva as an envoy, so she's skilled in this. But two, you also have the entire, like, steward's data file on Azlanti, right? So you have, like... You have some information to sell it, you know? But Ziva/Emily, you'll have to come up with whatever message it is you send. You'll have to send it. There will be a computer's check required to... Basically what it's going to come down to, if you want to send a fake Azlanti message, there'll be a computer's check required to do the broadcast, and then there'll be a bluff check on the message.
Okay.
So it's 2 checks to get this out.
So,
Gotcha.
We
content.
ate it all.
Yes, there's aids on both.
Okay.
sweet.
Both.
Content-wise, okay, so just to clarify, the Azlanti people as a whole do not know that the Sardont has sent out that, initial party to Nakandis.
Well, the information that you have heard suggests that it seems unlikely because the Azlanti were not on higher alert.
Gotcha. So that's probably not something we would mention in said message.
Nope. You need to, I think, masquerade as an Azlanti officer or something like that who has somehow been, stranded here, or he's under duress for some reason and basically needs a pickup to get out or to get off the station.
do we know when this ship is coming? Like how long we have before it's in the
2 days.
2 days, yeah.
2 days?
So in that time, like, weren't we going to try to make the ship look more Azlanti and hash
That's
ships
all
do that?
after
Yeah.
we get the
That's all.
transponder.
Yeah, it's going to take about 3 to 4 days to do that. So, like, he's already starting to work on. That's already starting to happen. But right now, your focus is on getting the relic.
We just gotta get them to dock so that we can like board their ship and then assume murder them. And
I think that's a good
Take their
idea what
shit.
Josh had as far as like having
We're
a
criminals.
stranded Azlanti soldier out here.
Yeah, because like
But not under duress. I mean, we don't want to cause any problems for the actual outpost. But I mean,
I'm not worried about it.
a stranded Azlanti soldier, especially an officer, you know, they would have to dock in order to get.
But you'd
So
also
what
have to have a
about-
reason why. He was
What
there.
about confiscated cargo? Like, we intercepted confiscated cargo. It is now being held at Outpost Z. You are the closest ship. You will go and retrieve that cargo and
take it.
bring
to
it
love
back.
it.
Be
love
like
it.
It's already a
also with
supply
you
ship.
under orders of the
Sounds
Stardust.
good.
I like
That
it. I like
sounds
it's pretty
good,
good.
except that it's coming from the outpost. So
Well, she's saying that as she would pose as an Azlanti, saying that this is where we ended up.
this is where we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's-
And we need to pick up with confiscated cargo
yeah, like
or contraband.
yeah, contraband. I like that a lot better actually,
Yeah.
and that it's time sensitive. So that way, it's not like it's how would you put that? What's the phrasing?
Urgent.
Urgent. Yes, that's the one.
Okay, so
Good words.
at this point, you guys, Hash takes you he kind of takes you through the pipe network, and you come into this like communications, not even room, but like you come into this like server area. You know what I mean? That he's gonna want you to hack into. So he's gonna automatically provide aid to this check because he knows about it. But it's still going to require a computer's check. So whoever wants to roll that's going to be the first step, is to roll a computer's check to hack into the communications.
Now, Zeno or I, depending on who does it, somebody else can aid as well, correct?
Correct.
Right.
But you
right.
automatically
I
get a
think we only
plus
have
2.
one shot. So
What's your total?
I would refer to you on that, to be honest. 'cause you
What's
have a higher
your
roll.
computer's bonus?
Checking.
'Cause mine is sitting at 15.
Oh my god.
Mine is
No big
at
deal.
11.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do the computer's roll then.
So he automatically aids because at 11, even at a 1, he's going to
We'll
roll above.
beat it.
Can
10.
I aid as well on that, right?
I'm
Yes.
talking about you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, your plus 11 is automatically enough to aid.
Gotcha.
So you have a plus 4 to your roll,
Okay.
Phil.
So Fel cracks his knuckles, gets down on the panel, and starts tip-tap typing away. And gets a 34 after those bonuses.
34
Excellent.
after bonuses. You are connected into the communications array of Outpost Z, like direct communication into the like satellite output.
So
So, Emily-
Fel holds up a finger in front of his face and like looks at everybody and just points at Ziva.
Ziva. And no, this is all Ziva. I don't want to hear anything from anybody else. Ziva, the communication channel is open. Tell me what you say first, and then I'm going to ask you to roll.
Okay. Emily has a quick question. Can I just make up names because we have all of the Azlanti documentation?
Sure, you would know
okay.
Azlanti style names.
Cool
okay?
beans. Cool beans.
But I still want to hear your best shot.
Yeah. All right. So, attention, cargo ship Relic. This is Lieutenant Armasha. You will direct your course immediately to Outpost Z to pick up a very specific, very important confiscated cargo. This is a very urgent matter. You will come immediately. Lieutenant out.
All right, roll a bluff. This is very important. This is
That was good,
very important. No.
Do you have an inspiration, Emily? Now would be a good time.
Can we aid?
Believe
Yeah, what she said.
I still have an inspiration. I
Nice.
believe.
Yeah, we
Love
definitely
you.
can't. I don't think aiding.
Yeah,
is,
no,
no,
aid's
no,
good.
that's why I was joking about that.
I will
What
be
she
using.
said, right?
I will be
Okay.
using my inspiration.
All right?
Okay, 21 on the first one.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Makes it a 24.
24.
It's not advantage.
I gave you plus 2 because that was a pretty good message,
Thank you. Okay.
making that a 26 total. You don't get to roll twice. This isn't 5e.
Oh, sorry.
Advantage
No.
is plus 3.
Sorry. I got excited.
So 26 for the bluff to sell this whole ruse. You hear, come back on this channel that you've honed in on. This is Sergeant. This is Sergeant Buster.
Buster Scruggs.
This is Sergeant Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
We will divert course to Outpost Z. We will see you in 36 hours and 15 minutes. Be prepared to meet us on the East Docking Bay. Lieutenant Scruggs, or Sergeant Scruggs, out.
Hold up. Are they really Azlanti? Because he got his rank wrong.
Oh god, I'm nauseous. Like my hands are sweating. I didn't like that.
Turns out it's just some kid on a roof with a ham radio and he's just trolling us, you know?
It's just Dustin from Stranger
Catfishing
Things.
us.
All right, so here's the deal. I need 2 checks, obviously with bonuses from Oren, on Xeno's filth fever
Okay.
before this ship arrives.
Okay.
Because you guys are just going to hang out in the station for a while, peruse, like, you know, you're not going to buy anything yet, but Hashachir helps you kind of sort through all the stuff, get a better idea so you can be thinking about, but you know, you still have a plan to sort out, so you're not buying anything yet, but over the 2 days, you're really looking at all the gear. So what I need is, first of all, I need a check from Oren to see if you can aid on day 1.
And that's a medicine, or is that
That's a medicine. That's a medicine.
So the med lab, I was looking at or reading a little bit deeper into it, says that it functions as an advanced med kit, which advanced med kit can be used in the same way as a basic med kit, but the DC to treat deadly wounds is only 20, and you gain a +2 insight bonus to medicine checks to treat drugs, diseases, and poisons.
So Oren will get that +2.
Oren will get that +2.
Not Xeno. So you'll get a +2
and
to
Xeno
hell
will get that +4
if he succeeds.
if he succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's DC's 20?
No.
12.
Wow. 12, but +2 because of the med lab, puts you at 14, which will allow you to aid Xeno in his fortitude save.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going to get a +4 on your fortitude
Nice.
save here, Xeno.
Nice.
If you succeed on this one, you're good. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
All right. I need some good vibes from everybody
I'm
here.
sending them out, dude. Literally, like that's
Thoughts and
literally what
prayers.
Oren's doing.
Literally.
Thoughts and
I'm trying.
prayers. I need likes.
Likes and
The
shares.
more,
like
reviews,
equals one
the more reviews you give our cast, the better this will be go for Xeno.
Each review equals a
And it
prayer.
just plummets. No.
Yeah, right.
Yes! Okay.
All right, I guess that's a good roll.
Yes.
It's a 12. Oh, it's a 14.
It's a 14 plus 4,
Plus
that's
4.
18.
You are no longer plagued with filth fever.
Okay, all right.
Short-lived
I
disease.
just want to go ahead and just interject just real quick, okay? Yeah, stewing about it for 2 weeks, worried about it. But after the last session that we did, fuck, man, like, I ended up just, like, throwing out some fortitude checks, and it was like, 6, 2,
Yeah,
3,
it was bad. It was
5, and then, like, a 10. You know, it's just like, oh, God.
But you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's
No,
over.
nope. I can
However-
survive.
On the second day, you know that the relic is docking, and you guys arrive.
I had a question.
Yes?
I'm sorry to do this again, but I wanted to see if I could get my jump boots installed.
Sure.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
So it's day 2. They're coming. They're docking. How do you guys want to deal with this?
I think Fell in his full armor.
It's colored. It's
Shite.
not.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
green
it's not-
anymore.
it's not green
I know.
anymore.
Yeah,
I
I
done
know.
goofed on that
Yup.
because it crossed my mind earlier, and I was like, "Oh wait, no, it's
Yep.
like blue."
That is
would've
totally
been
what
perfect.
I was just like banking
It
off
would've
of
been
like last
perfect.
10 minutes. Forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
but-
I'm gonna hide.
See, that's what I kind of wanted to
shit,
do.
we're
Was
just-
just like hide
Ziva's-
and like just jump them. I mean, if we're just gonna do it, if we're just gonna be
Well, we still need to
Straight
jam
up
their
pirates.
communications out somehow, right?
Well,
No,
so
does
they
it
have
jump up-
come
They have come to. They're going to dock on one of the docking ports.
on the east side.
And so, like, you guys could either get the jump on the airlock or try to, like, attack them, I guess, in the catwalks area. It's up to you how you want to do it. The more you let them in Outpost Z, I think the more trouble you might cause for yourself.
Yeah,
Just because other people are going to be like, ugh.
Well, and they're gonna definitely leave somebody on the ship that's gonna call back once they find out that shit's going down. Like, we need to hit the ship itself and take care of their communications.
You do have a hat of disguise.
Yeah, and Ziva can do some disguise self fun stuff. I think have one person disguised as an Azlanti going to greet the ship so that it's not weird looking, so it doesn't set off any immediate alarms for them, and then have the rest of us strategically placed so that we can boom ambush and then boom rush the ship, because I don't think we can access the ship anyway other than the airlock, correct?
Well, you can access through the airlock for sure. You can get onto the ship as soon as they dock.
Yeah, so I say we just. I don't know. I'm thinking just storm the ship, go in immediately, and kill them.
I mean, you know that this isn't a military ship.
Yeah.
It's a supply ship.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Because my biggest concern, like I've said a couple times already, is that they hit a panic button or send out a distress beacon, and this transponder is compromised.
Okay. Well, then, since you are computers guy, that is your number one goal is to, you're not taking anybody out. Your goal is to go and secure the comms.
All right, man, would be great to move 10 feet faster in this heavy armor.
well,
You could take it off.
too bad you didn't make
could not
friends
wear
gambling.
it. You could not wear it
Yeah.
going into this, you know.
That is
So,
the thing.
Orin would just like to advise that these people might not be soldiers. They're not fighters. If we can take them alive and avoid any bloodshed, that would be the smartest thing to do.
I do have manacles for such an occasion.
I have manacles too, but I don't keep them for the specific occasions. But no, Talmern did offer to take them off of our hands if we choose to be so merciful.
I mean, but what? We're just gonna tie them up and walk them on our shoulders, like through the station to Talmrin?
I don't think anybody's going to say
Sounds
anything,
like you
to be
just
honest
offered.
with you, dude. I feel like slavery is probably like a no big deal thing here in this like pirate haven. I'm sure people are lugging individuals throughout this place all the time.
So
They had no problem. Nobody said shit when we literally murdered 3 dudes who were
Three
trying to murder
asparagus
us.
men,
And I
yeah.
mean, it was self-defense, you know,
Yeah.
like. But they didn't have any issue with that. So it's like,
I think we can definitely attempt to not kill them, but given necessity, we just, kill them.
All right.
I mean, I could get naked.
So what's the plan?
yeah, because that's definitely.
No. What's the real plan?
I'm hearing rush the ship. As soon as they lock on, or however that mechanically works.
Would it be feasible to have
Why not
exterior
have
access
somebody?
to it?
Why not have somebody as a distraction? Like somebody needs to
'Cause
be
if-
either Mike or Ziva, whoever's got a disguise. post up,
Yeah.
looking like an Azlanti. Like, and so they actually open the airlock, and then we can rush in.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like, because otherwise it might look a little wonk. I mean, as soon as the attack goes off, whoever's disguised can rush in as well. Which, personally, I think it should be me, because I'd prefer Mike to be up in the front doing, Mike stuff.
So yeah. Tell me then the plan here. They're gonna dock. What are you guys gonna do?
So Ziva will be disguised, standing right there, kind of very obviously, as an Azlanti.
In the airlock.
Yeah. And the rest of the team is positioned so that as soon as that door opens, is that what y'all are saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the cover structure looks like right around this dock, but I just, feel like there would be some kind of boxes or something.
Yeah.
I just feel like
It's a
we need to get on
station.
we need to get on the ship. Our pilot needs to get on the ship so that in case something happens and they decide to flee, our pilot can bring the ship back.
So, do we want to draw them out just far enough so that y'all can, go in behind them like flank style? Like Ziva draw them out.
All right, so
y'all go in.
You know that the airlock is a small, 10 by 10 little airlock, right? So, you have to decide whether or not to encounter them on the ship or off the ship. Let's start there. What's on the ship or off the ship? I hear Fell saying he feels like it's best to get on the ship to prevent any kind of bullshit.
Yeah, see, look, in a perfect world, as soon as Ziva gets on that ship, we're right behind her, guns drawn, all right, here it is, boys. Let's lay it out for you,
I mean...
Yeah, and we've got time to scout out the landing platform. Is there cover? Is it feasible for us to hide behind that?
It's not a lot of cover on the land, because there's the airlock, and then that opens up to the catwalks, which are wide open. You know what I mean? And I think, as you guys have already stated, if you wait outside, then only one person will probably come out to talk to you.
Right.
And if anything goes awry, then you're leaving chance to anybody on the ship.
Yeah, I think we
I
just
said they
go
open
ahead
the doors and we just bust in.
go ahead and get on there, because anybody that comes out could potentially run away and cause problems.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
We are in agreement.
All right, I got it.
lay it out.
Ziva did not specify what kind of cargo it was, so we could do the Wookiee prisoner thing.
Yeah.
Have us
Best prisoner.
We have manacles, you know what I'm saying? With us.
Yeah, but they're not-
They're not fully
Yeah.
manacled,
Yeah.
and so as soon as we get on the ship, we just draw our fucking weapons and
Oh,
what's up?
Yeah,
I love it.
So,
Right.
so me and Ziva
prisoners.
All of them.
out in the front doing the Wookiee prisoner bit.
Actually, they're humans.
Can Mike's hat of disguise make him a believable? I don't know how the hats of disguise work specifically. Is it believable, or it's it's a role, right?
Well,
It's
no, if you want to make him a prisoner,
He can be
he
a
doesn't
Vesk.
have to be disguised.
Yeah.
He could be Vesk.
Okay,
it's
let
fine.
me put on a disguise. The hat of
There
disguise.
we
then.
go.
You're human.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
need. You're human.
I
You
don't
need to be
I don't
disguised.
look like an Azlanti though.
No,
Shit,
you're
put the-
human.
Yeah. Put the
hat of
You're
disguise
human.
on
As
me.
long as you're human, you're fine.
Put the hat of
You
disguise
need
on
to be
me
the
and make
guard.
my armor look.
So I cannot look. No. What if I was gonna be another Azlanti, right?
I think
Ziva and I are
that
the
it's a much
Azlantis.
more minimal role for you to bluff as a human than it is for Fel or even Xeno. 'Cause
Right.
You're human.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Azlanti are human beings.
Yeah, but
And as you
am
know,
I
that
gonna
human
be a
beings.
prisoner, or am I gonna be an Azlanti?
It's up to you to decide that. But
What I'm
it
saying
makes more
is-
sense for you to be an Azlanti, I think, because
Absolutely.
you
Yes.
don't have to
In
do
which
anything
case,
to.
I would need some sort of Azlanti uniform.
Let's just do this. Let's just make the decision. Do what you're gonna do. We're talking about a supply ship here,
Yeah.
y'all. This
Okay.
is. You're,
All right.
you're fine.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, dude.
We're just trying to be cautious. We
Dude.
don't want to.
Yeah,
I
we don't-
appreciate it, and I want you to take that caution with you when we get to the prison. But right now, you're just taking over a supply ship. You know what I mean?
Just stealing in Azlanti's
This is
supply
your
ship.
fault, Adam.
Yeah.
And I
You've
feel good
instilled
about
this
it.
You
paranoia
scared
in
us.
us.
You
I feel
done?
good about it. But I need you guys to make a decision.
But you don't get to complain about it afterward.
Okay, so I think
Entourage of prisoners, all different shapes and sizes.
Ziva disguised self, Oren is human, everybody else prisoners with manacles on but not closed.
Exactly.
I mean, shit.
So,
couldn't
you
at
guys
least
would
just-
have to be out of armor to do this. Like, to pass as prisoners. Anybody who's a prisoner should not be in armor. Like,
Okay. I mean,
You're not wrong.
yeah.
Mike, how you feel about
I
that?
don't fucking like it.
Adam's like, all the pieces are falling into place. I can finally kill Mike.
Got him out of his armor finally.
Yeah,
You only
I know.
got one chance, one shot for this, Adam.
And with a delivery boy at that.
Yeah. I mean,
Good luck.
it's a supply ship. So, let's just do
Let's
it.
just do it.
All right, Phil, get naked.
Yes, ma'am.
And Fel just right there just starts pulling the armor off.
okay.
I want to leave it on our ship or something like that. Like, not.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I mean,
you
yeah.
guys, whatever your
figured-
decisions make, you're making these plans within the 2 days that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are waiting
Okay,
for.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Right.
Just don't
Okay.
catch us slipping, bro. That's
I
all.
won't.
All right. Yeah.
So who's in front? I guess Oren and Ziva would be in front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leading the prisoners. You'd have Mike and Fel directly behind and Zeno behind them. Okay?
Yep.
We good with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys go to the docks and you're waiting for the relic to dock and you see it coming up. And it docks into the airlock. And you see the little green light come up saying that it's like safe for you guys to go into the airlock. And so I'm going to move you guys on a map. And you are in the airlock.
Did
And
we
through
have?
through the window, you can see what looks like 3 kind of engineer mechanic types, not really heavily dressed in armor or anything like that. And you see what must be the captain at the front, waiting for you guys. The door into their ship opens, and you hear them say in Azlanti, "What is this precious cargo that you would have us deviate our plans to take?"
This, and she's gonna kind of gesture at the prisoners.
Okay. Oh, it looks like we have 2 prisoners and a slave. Very good, very good. Bring them on board.
And we do so.
Okay. What did they do?
They were caught attempting to remove Azlanti relics from... She's basically retelling what Talmarin told her about how her other friends got taken.
All right, roll a bluff check.
27.
Okay, he's convinced. Says, more grave plunderers, huh? Yes, take them to the cargo hold. And we are behind schedule, so we need to leave quickly. Go ahead and put them there, and we'll take care of them from here.
I say in Azlanti, lead the way.
All right, follow me.
As soon as they turn their backs, I draw my rifle, and in Azlanti, I say, everyone on the ground now! This doesn't have to be your last day here, but I will fucking kill every single one of you shit stains if you so much as try one fucking move.
Everybody roll initiative! Oh,
Ziva
Hey, that
just
was
got...
great. That was great.
Ziva just got all kinds of excited. That just...
taking
Woo-wee.
inspiration there, Zachary.
All right.
I liked it. I liked it.
That was solid.
We don't. There's no initiative.
I know, I was looking
Macro.
for it too.
I want it to be there.
I'd like me to see.
18.03.
Boom.
All right, let's go down the line. Fel, what'd you get?
Phil got a 10.
Okay, Zeno,
14.
Ziva,
12.
Mike,
9.
Oren.
18.
Oh, look at you.
Very
That's
nice.
great because you had to like drop. So you pull this out, right? Everybody on the ground, and they turn around and they look at you like in surprise and shock and almost like kind of a little bit of like existential horror as they realize
Can
that
I
they've
roll
been
an
rused.
intimidate check or something on him?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
I'm not.
Can I aid in that?
Ooh.
Did any of them actually get down on the ground like go
Well, we're gonna see. Based on this intimidation.
I'm gonna use
check.
this inspiration.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna just pay it forward here. Okay. Ugh.
That's
14 plus 3 is
So I'm
17.
gonna roll that against the captain's sense mode.
Sergeant, right?
That's right.
So
But he's
he's
the captain
earlier.
But he's the captain of the ship, is what I mean. All right, here we go.
Captain Sergeant Buster Scruggs.
Captain, Lieutenant, Sergeant.
No, he realizes that this was a ploy, and he says, "Fan out quickly! This is a trap."
Then I shoot him in the face. Then
Which one? The captain?
The captain, yeah.
This is the captain here. So for those listening at home, the captain is on the front, and right next to him is an engineer, and there are 2 more engineers behind him. They are directly face to face with the Epic Tracer crew. Oren is going to take a point-blank shot at the captain. He's standing face to face to him. He's got the thing trained, looking at him like, let's do this. I'm going to give him flat-footed because of the drop you got on him. So he's going to have a -2 to his AC. Let's get the shot.
all right. Come on. 24.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to miss. No.
Oh, man.
I was just like, run!
So 24 is going to hit. Oh, by the way, y'all, we're going motherfucking long.
Whoa!
By the way. All right, so that's going to be 4 damage right to the... I mean, you just get him right in the shoulder as this hole blossoms right in the shoulder as your hunting rifle finds purchase, and the fight has begun. Zeno, you're in the back. You are flat-footed as well because you were acting as a prisoner. So all of you acting as prisoners will be flat-footed for the first round. Zeno, what are you going to do? You have no weapons drawn. It will take a move action for you to draw a weapon.
Okay.
So wait, do we actually have our weapons with us?
I imagine you each have like your hand guns, your pistols,
They were
all the
hidden.
prisoners. Oren has all his stuff. Ziva has all her stuff. But the rest of you probably have your single hand weapons, and that's it.
All right. So in this kind of case, I don't think I can thread the needle with any kind of weapon, even if I do use it, draw it. So instead, Zeno is going to cast Magic Missile.
There you go. They didn't
that
expect the
should thread
spellcaster.
No, they weren't expecting the spellcaster. So in fact, this
That's
is going to be a
targeted to-
full action. This is going to be at the captain, actually.
Okay.
So that's 1.
Okay. So
And
give
that was
2 more.
All right,
Yeah.
that's 3. That's another 3.
Okay.
And another 3. So that's 9
So that's
damage
9 total. That just automatically goes through. We love magic missile around here. As they realize that you are not prisoners or slave, and the captain takes 3 missiles. One goes in the open wound that Orange just created. One goes into the neck, and one goes into his knee. And it is now the engineer's turn. All right. The one that's directly in front of Ziva has no choice but to engage, and is going to try to hit Ziva with a wrench,
Rude.
with a full attack. Oh boy, we have a 6 and a critical fail.
Yeah.
So both miss. No cards on this one. I am not considering any of these guys severe threats.
That's what I'm saying, man. It didn't have to be this way, dude. Didn't have to be this way. But
Well,
here
now
we
you
are,
know.
killing these
Here you know.
crewmen.
But you can see kind of in the engineer's eyes, like a little bit of panic, like, oh, I didn't sign up for this, but he and like tries to hit you with the wrench and misses terribly. Ziva, you're up.
Okay, so Ziva is going to first off look at the captain dead eye and going to say, all right, we'll take you down first and enact a get 'em on him. And then we'll...
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry, Ziva. There are 2 more engineers that I did not do their turns.
Fine.
I apologize.
Fine, then.
So one's going to move into the hallway to the north of the ship, and one's going to move around to the back and around the corner, and they're both going to use their barricade feature to create cover for them using random pieces of shippery. So they now have half cover and have gone around the corner. So they just kind of dipped out and created cover for themselves. And it is now your turn. And you use get them on who?
The captain.
The captain.
Who
Okay.
is to the south, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And is going to use a swift action to call the inevitable downfall sword into her hand.
So dope.
I just fucking love the imagery. And
Yeah.
is going to take a swing at the captain because get him.
All right.
So that's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Just wait. No. 19
That will hit.
for minimum damage. 1.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, super great.
1 damage.
Super cool. And that is the extent of what she can do.
The captain is going to look at this situation and realize that he's outnumbered, and he is going to is a full withdrawal a full action? That's a full action.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so he is going to full withdraw behind the cover in the south hallway. Fel, you are up.
Fell's standing orders are to go to comms as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Roll an engineering check.
Okay, see if I know or can intuit the way.
Nat 20.
Okay. All right. So, obviously, with that kind of role, you know that the communications hub is going to be in the bridge,
Yeah.
which is going to be to the north of you.
Be at the science officer station, I guess.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So I've got those guys to carry and get past. So we've got a crewmen in front of me, one around the hallway to the left. And I'm not wearing armor, which is not so great.
In Starfinder, you can do an acrobatics to try and avoid.
Move through an enemy square, can you not?
Right.
Is that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. All right. So yes, if you want to move through a threatened area, the DC is going to be 15 plus 1 and 1/2 times the opponent's CR. So basically, you're looking at a 16
Okay.
acrobatics to be able to get by without provoking an opportunity.
Okay. And a full withdrawal movement like that, is that a double move, like to actually run?
That's a full movement. That's a
that's
full
what I'm-
full turn. So like that's all.
That's
you
what I'm
do.
looking to do.
Yeah.
So I want to go down the east hallway and make my way north towards the bridge.
So withdraw is it's a full action. You can move up to double your speed. You only can prevent one attack of opportunity with withdraw.
Okay, well, I mean, if I zigzag around...
Yeah, if you zigzag around, you should be good. So let's move your regular speed first.
Okay. Be right about there.
Okay. So then,
Be
yeah,
30 feet.
you dodge out of the way of the one that's under cover in the south hall. So then you can move another 30 feet.
Which put me right about there.
Yeah, I'm going to actually move you down the square because as you round that corner, you see another engineer hiding there, waiting on you with a readied action
Poopity scoop.
to attack as you come around that corner. And this is going to be a wrench attack.
I don't
You
like
should be
that.
good against that, man. Just deflect it
No.
with your own lucky.
All right, so a 10's gonna miss. You're fine. Like you're
Yeah,
dodging
10
and
misses.
weaving, and you're like, yeah, I think there might be somebody else here. And like right when you come around the corner, Fel does this like Matrix style backbend, like as this wrench goes right across his face, and
The
you can
7
smell
foot tall
the so you can
backbend.
smell the wrench, as it misses. Okay, Mike, you're up.
All right, Mike is gonna grin and push Aeon to the side, not roughly, just to get past him. He's gonna move to the east, past this engineer, who's in front of Ziva, and then he's gonna move
Does
north.
he get an opportunity?
No, because he hasn't moved out of the threatened square quite yet.
I don't
Alright.
give a shit. I'm going to the one to the north, and I will take an opportunity
You will take an
because I'm
opportunity
gonna
there.
try to stop the guy who's nearest the comms.
Right, that makes sense. So a wrench attack on you as an opportunity. A 18 will hit
Yes, it will.
for maximum damage, which is 8 bludgeoning damage. It just clocks you in the back of the head.
All right, and I just like shake it off and keep moving, and get parallel to the north engineer. And I, for one, I just wanted to say I don't even have a pistol because I lost it to that blue monster thing.
And you also lost your knife to that blue
but
monster.
what I do have, because I'm never unarmed, is claws. So
Well, you have your fist as well.
no, that's
No,
what it
that
is.
fist only
is
works
claws.
with the armor.
Oh, you're not wearing armor. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh
So he has
man.
claws,
But racially,
yeah.
I have claws.
Absolutely, yeah.
A vest truly is never unarmed. This was a good time to
Yeah.
flex that. With a 15 is going to hit.
6 damage.
That
Max
is
damage.
Max
Hell
damage.
yes.
You bloody him in one shot.
Yes.
You just rake your claws right across his face, peeling his skin from cheekbone to chin. Just like pulls off, and he looks terrified. I mean, these are not soldiers, you know. Like he looks.
He's probably even more terrified because as the blood splatters on Mike, he's grinning like the biggest. He is.
Well, he knows Vesk, you know, like,
Yeah.
and he knows how dangerous they are, and to realize that there's one just running wild on the ship. So the engineers look terrified. It fell. Even the one that you rounded the corner on looks scared. You know, like the captain didn't look scared, but the engineers themselves looked pretty terrified, and we're around to round 2. Oren.
So, the one who's left in front of us, he's the one who missed Ziva twice. He had a look in his eye like he is in over his head. Their ranks have broken. They're running, taking cover. They're on the retreat, and they've left him sitting here by himself.
Yes.
Oren's gonna look him right in the eye and say, "Give it up, son."
Okay. Roll an intimidate. This is going to be your action, by the way.
9.
He says, "The Azlanti will protect me. Never. I must fight for the purity of Azlanti." But he doesn't seem very secure in his
You
thoughts.
just signed your death warrant, son. And I'm gonna push past him with my movement, and I'm just take the opportunity,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get around this corner and press my back to the wall, where the hallway splits to the south, where the captain and the other engineer went.
Yeah, he swings out, but listlessly, without any real force, and misses you. As just barely even tries as you just stride by him, rounding the corner to where the captain and another engineer are hiding behind cover. It is now Xeno's turn. Xeno 5.
Yeah, so quick question. Does Xeno 5 I don't have a pistol. I only have a long arm. I'm assuming I do not have that long arm, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, Xeno 4 or 5 is just going to press forward. Stand shoulder to shoulder with Ziva, actually, and just to provide some sort of protection. As he's walking, he's going to draw his tactical baton. I'd imagine that he could actually hide that, you know?
Yeah, right up his butt crack.
Yep, right up the butt crack. Tactical butt crack, you know? So, yeah, he's just going to poop that out real quick, and then he's just going to... he's just going to draw it, and he's going to try to crack him across the jaw with it.
All right. I like it.
1 second.
No, from
wrong
your
one.
attacks. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. And this is going to be a regular attack, not a full. 19.
19 is going to hit.
For minimum
How much
damage.
Minimum damage for 1 damage. Okay. All right. It's the engineer's turn. The one directly in front of Ziva is going to try to stand firm and stand tall and be a badass, and is going to wrench. You're going to wrench her. I'm going to do a full attack on Ziva. Probably going to miss with both. But he's kind of in fury here. 13 and 3, both are going to miss. The engineer that is around the corner has drawn a pistol. An azimuth laser pistol, and is going to shoot Orin as he's coming around the corner with a regular attack.
Well, I've got some cover. I'm against the wall. I pressed my back against this wall.
Yeah, he misses royally anyways.
Okay.
The one that's directly in front of Fell is going to try to wrench Fell in the face with a full attack. Oh boy. We have a miss, and then we have a critical hit,
Oh no.
which is going to hit you for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Well, damn.
As he just cracks
Damn.
Fell right in the eye, right in his big black bulbous eye. And as he hits, like, blood starts spurting from the eye, coming down, like busted a blood vessel, and blood starts pouring down Fell's cheek as he hits for 11 bludgeoning damage with the wrench. Then the other one, scared as shit, is going to try to hit Mike just out of, like, self-preservation with a wrench.
And does he have the frightened condition?
No, not quite.
Sounds like you
shaking.
would.
He's not
I think
shaking.
he's not
See, I didn't say it specifically.
You did specifically say they're all terrified.
19 is going to hit you for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Ziva, you are up.
Just bounces off of Mike's peck.
Quick question. Drawing a pistol is a
Part of a move action.
part of a move action, okay?
You have a sword.
With your
No.
sword.
No.
This is the best time for you to practice your sword.
Just, okay, alright.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to play your character, but
Ziva's going to attack the engineer in front of her with her sword because she does like that sword a lot. And then it's fuck.
Oh, God.
4.
why did you use your sword? You're so terrible at your sword.
Somebody gave me some
that's
bad advice, Emily.
Yeah, seems like it. But she's going to use her move action to draw her tactical semi-auto pistol and
So you're
drop
dropping
it.
the sword. Yeah, you're dropping the sword, and she drops the sword. As she drops it, she whips out gunslinger style her pistol.
I'm gonna drop the pistol on the ground for Zeno.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
So
my madam. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking
She
about.
uses her move action to basically, like, just.
Can you
throw
not
it.
just hand it to him? You're standing right next
he
to him.
has to use an action to take it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he has to use a move action,
yeah.
Yeah, it's still an action.
I'm sorry. I'm just,
but it's not a standard action. A move action,
Oh, no.
you can pick
Yeah.
it
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm in 2E mode.
All right, the captain is going to say, "Get him!"
Rude.
as he points to Ziva and says, "I can play at this game too." And now everybody has a +1 against Ziva.
Oh, you're an envoy? You're fucked.
She's like, bring it.
And then is going to shoot at Orin with his...
Again, I am behind the corner, so I have
Yeah, you're going to get a little cover. You're going to get a little cover there. No doubt about it. So I'm not using a full action because I used a move action to invoke and get him.
Right.
And we're going to fire with this static arc pistol. Okay, so that's a 26.
That's a hit, then.
That's going to hit you for 6 electricity damage.
Okay.
All right. Felano.
Felano is wanting to just get past this guy, so he's going to do the same type of movement he did last time and just go around him and get that double movement speed, just heading straight for the bridge.
Just doing a full withdraw.
Yeah. And
All right.
right at when I'm moving around, can you see the tracers I've got out right now or no?
No.
For like the track where I'm going to move?
Negative.
Okay, so when I let go, you can see it's right at 60 feet.
Okay.
When you watch the token move.
Yep, I feel it. All right. Yeah, it's fine. So you had to open the door, but you're right on the other side of the door. You're good to go. You're in the
slaps the
galley.
panel behind.
You're in the galley right now. You see that this is where they eat, and you see the door to the bridge directly in front of you.
Slaps the panel behind him to close the door behind him.
You don't have that amount of movement
Okay.
left. You know, like
right.
it took
So
all of your...
I'm just through the door then.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
correct. All right, so Mike, you're up. You see, I will say that, fella, you can kind of shout out, "Hey, I've got the bridge!" You know, Mike, what you want to do?
I'm gonna claw this engineer again.
Okay.
16.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
6 damage.
Okay, that hits for 6. And when you hit him this time, you see all the bravado fall out of him, and he falls to his knees. He says, "Please, spare me. We're just transport officers. Please." Orin, it's your turn.
I am going to full action cast Shooting Stars.
Okay.
And well, I'm going to direct 2 missiles at the engineer and 1 at the captain. I can do that, right?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I just...
Yep.
Alright, that's 1, 2... Oh, wow. I got some good
it's
damage
pretty good.
on that.
So
That's-
9 on the one in front of you. And he does the same thing. He's like, please. The captain, however, takes 5. But you can see in the captain's eyes his resolve gets stronger. But the engineer in front of him is like incomplete. Like, oh God, no, please, sorry.
He's alive, but he's not aggressing me anymore.
But yeah,
he's laid down his arms.
He's given up.
Yeah, I mean, I just like lean around the corner and just shoot these 3 mini, shooting stars right into their chests.
Yeah, just comment like, like.
I mean,
Zeno.
Zeno is going to again try to swing with the tactical baton.
Or not pick up the gun?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me about the gun. So yes, instead, Zeno 5
As I
is going to pick
said
up the
before, last episode, it's a good thing I'm on y'all's team.
But that would be a movement to pick it
Y'all
up,
don't
so he could still...
ever tell me that I'm not on your team and a benevolent GM. Ever.
No. I appreciate that you. Yeah.
You're on
So-
everybody's team but mine.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, Zeno 5 is going to go ahead, pick up the gun, quick nod over to the captain, and then proceed to shoot the one in front of us.
All right. That's going to provoke an attack of opportunity, I believe. Because drawing a weapon provokes opportunity attacks. But you don't have to worry about it, I don't think. It's really not that big a deal. Here's a wrench in your face.
Okay, so I do not have an azimuth laser pistol
So
listed
13,
in my-
does that hit? Without armor.
13 without armor.
Xeno's armor's like
Kinetic,
second skin
right?
or something, right?
Yeah.
Xeno probably doesn't
KAC,
have
right?
like big armor.
Yes, it's a wrench.
Okay, yeah. Then that's 13. 13 on the dot. So if he swung with 13,
So that hits you for 6.
Okay.
All right, so what you're going to do as far as the azimuth laser pistol is you're going to roll a dexterity
Okay.
plus 1.
All right. Just add 1 to that. So that's 18
19,
plus
that's
1,
gonna,
19.
That's going to hit, and then your damage is going to be 1d4.
All right. 2.
2 damage. First damage done on this guy.
Yes.
So he's still standing firm.
Yeah.
The one that's been like up in the grill the whole time. First time he's actually got hit, and it's the engineer's turn.
I hit him with the tactical baton for last round. But yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did
yeah,
hit him
minimum
a little
damage,
bit.
but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So he is going to wrench you again, Xeno.
Okay.
Full attack. And we're looking at a 6 is going to miss, but a 17 will hit for 5 bludgeoning damage against Xeno.
Hey, I'm sorry. I dropped a semi-auto pistol, not an azimuth. That should have been a D6. I'm just saying, for the record.
Okay.
Well, okay.
It's already over and done with.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
so you're going to take that 5 damage from the bludgeoning, and then the engineer in front of Mike is just like no, and then the engineer that was in front of Felonel is actually going to use a double move to try to catch up to Fel and try to stop. It's a race at this point.
Wait, he can just brush past me like that? I'm in the doorway.
No, he moved right next to you. He couldn't get past you. He's right next to you.
I mean, that wasn't moving through my square or where I am.
No, because he moved diagonally through the doorway.
Okay.
The one in front of Oren is like just cowering behind the cover. So that's the engineer's turn. A pretty worthless turn, other than a little damage on Xeno overall. Ziva, you got this guy who's like kind of hanging tough as an engineer in your face. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, he pretty much just kind of like Oren said, signed his death warrant when he spouted that shit. So she is going to go ahead and give him a whack with her sword, hopefully. Fucking A! 9.
Damn.
No.
I feel that feel like really intently.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I got you covered, Ziva.
That's a miss. The captain.
Well, I got a move action. Calm
Okay, you
yourself.
do have a move.
And she's kind of grumpy about missing, so she's going to say, him, Xeno, take him down, and talking about the engineer in front of her because that's the only one she can see.
Nice. All right.
Okay. The captain is up. All right, what has the captain got? A whole lot of nothing, really.
He's about to be dead next
Yeah,
time.
he's gonna use the get him again, but this time on Xeno.
He can see Xeno, or you don't have to be able to see him.
You have to be
You
able
do
to
have
see
be able
them.
to see. So no get him at all. So he's going to use his move action to move over so he can get a clean shot on Oren, and is going to attack with his static arc pistol. We're looking at a 25 to hit, so that's 6
Yeah.
electric damage.
Okay.
Whew, Fel, you're up. You got this guy right next to you.
Yeah, shit. Fel is going to use his move action to turn on combat tracking on him and try and smack him with his wrench and have an engineer fight go down.
I got a wrench. You got a wrench. I got a fucking wrench. Fuck your wrench.
Nerd.
See, this is Fel's favorite adjustable wrench. So, let's see. Let's get this
You're gonna
attack.
try to sunder your wrench.
As
Come
he
on, I have a
plus
swings
one on
down
it
on
'cause
this
of that combat
engineer,
tracking.
the engineer sees.
Oh my god!
So
man.
four
On that roll.
Damn.
Wow, dude.
That's like about as bad as it could be.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay,
I rolled a 2 on it.
Mike.
Good lord.
So I've got this blubbering engineer in front
Yeah,
of me.
he's given up. Like he's putting his hands up. Like I'm done. I'm done.
Would you say I could hear that guy like ran up to where Felino's at? Like, could I hear any
No.
commotion up there?
I mean, you can roll a perception. I'll give you a perception roll on that.
I mean, you were heading that way up there anyway.
It's only fair.
Yeah, I'll give you a perception.
12.
Not quite.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Mike's gonna spit on the engineer and
Okay.
and not kill him. I'm gonna move 10 feet to my south to get in flanking with Ziva.
there you go.
That's my boy.
And he does not take his opportunity attack. He's just like, okay, oh, thank God, oh, thank God.
Spittle
You know?
dripping down his forehead,
Yes, correct.
and I'm gonna claw at.
Oh, no, it was your action to spit. I'm
Fuck
sorry.
you.
I'm just kidding.
11.
It's like a
but
solid
that's-
3-second long
What's
hog
flanking?
and a loogie
Plus
on
2.
+2.
Plus, get him.
And what's that against? KAC, right?
So
Is
it's
get him
plus-
+2 now, or is it still +1?
It's +1. It's always going to be +1.
Okay.
So it's 14.
That's enough to hit, my dude.
Okay, for 5 damage.
5 damage, and now he is giving up. Like, as you slice him, he's like, oh God, why, no, like, and like you hear him scream out to the captain, Captain, please, let's just surrender. We're not equipped for this fight. We've been bested.
I am the fear bringer.
Aaron, you're up. So, I mean, the 3 engineers that you can see are all like on their knees, like blubbering. You know,
Yeah.
like, please.
I'm tempted to try diplomacy. You know.
Okay. Talk to me about it.
Well, hold on now, because I have a +0 to diplomacy, so it's not exactly like.
Remember that the captain's resolve was hardened even further when,
Yeah.
you know.
What the
that?
fuck?
Why am I hearing?
My
Yeah.
intro from like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So play on John's phone.
So what are you doing? What are you doing, Oren?
I'm gonna shoot him in his fucking face, full attack.
I mean, like, right? Fuck the captain, right?
Well, I tried, man. I tried. I fucking tried.
You thought about trying.
Right.
You thought about trying.
I tried before. I've offered these people numerous attempts to surrender, and the smart ones have done so. Full attack on the captain. Ugh, garbage
Okay.
rolls. 12 and an 8.
And the 12 is gonna miss. And the 8
Yeah.
top is gonna miss. So
Obviously, I mean, I figured it was gonna miss.
it's a big miss. Zeno, you're up.
All
The one
right.
in front of you is
Right,
surrendered. You know.
Yeah. So Zeno is actually going to try to move towards the captain. He wants to perform a touch spell action. Now, I do not believe that actually causes a attack of opportunity.
It wouldn't from the captain. Normally, it would from the engineer, but because the engineer is prostrated, you're good.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and try that on the captain, and I'm going to perform a jolting surge.
Oh shit!
So the attack
That's
is a
such big
19.
damage.
19's gonna hit.
All right, for 14 damage.
Ooh, that's gotta be lethal, dude.
Yeah, like you, Zeno walks up
So-
right past. You
Okay.
walk up like right past the
All right.
engineer, like just whatever. on this like blubbering idiot. And you just like very calmly reach out in Xeno style and put your hand right on his chest.
Yeah, you can see the circuitry kind of glowing up for like max ampage.
And all your amber circuitry like starts to glow and resonate. And like literally every bit of energy that you have pulses through the captain and saps all life from the captain. As drool and foam comes out of the captain's mouth, blood comes out of the captain's eyes and ears as he just writhes and shakes and seizes with all this jolting electricity. And then he falls down on his knees, looks up at you one last time, and then falls face first to the ground, dead.
So at that point, Zeno is just gonna kind of just turn her back around to Oren and just, I believe we have the ship now.
Okay.
Good work.
There is one engineer who doesn't know what's going on.
Yep. And there's one Fell that doesn't know what's going on either.
And so this engineer is going to full attack wrench on Fell.
Oh boy.
14
That's a hit.
for 4 bludgeoning. Does an 11 hit?
No.
All right, so he hits you for 4. Let's just skip to Fell real quick.
Sure.
Fell,
Yeah.
what you got?
Fell is going to shout out and be like, guys, I need help! And just swings at him again with his wrench.
Okay. Full attack or regular?
Regular. For a 21 to hit.
21 to hit for 5 damage, and he gives up. And you guys have subdued the ship, the relic.
Yes.
You have. I'm going to give you an image in our little chat in WhatsApp for you guys to see as you guys line them up one by one, except for the captain, who's dead. And besides taking over the relic, you want to know something? You want to know something, guys? You want to know something really special?
Yes.
What's that?
Really special?
Yeah.
You guys have just leveled up to level 5!
Ah, yes.
And we'll see ya.
Soaring highs and crushing lows.
Level 4.
And we only killed one person. We're heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just mind melted one of them.
Yeah. He was like, I've had enough of your shit.
I think it's a real sign of maturity. My dick just murdered that
This episode has been sponsored by Roll20. This is how we roll.